Hello. Some words from St. John's Gospel, chapter 6 and verse 35. Jesus said, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." These words are part of a concentrated chapter which follows on from John's account of the feeding of the 5,000, during which Jesus speaks of the true bread which comes down from heaven and gives life to the world. The taking of consecrated bread and wine, or for now just the bread, representing both, is at the heart of the Holy Communion, the central service of Christian worship. In that service, and at that moment of reception, the devout follower of Jesus meets with the Lord in a special and deeply personal way. Some worshippers from a more Catholic tradition receive Holy Communion daily. My first parish in Peckham was of that tradition. I still remember Friday mornings at 6:30 after youth club the night before. Others, of a more evangelical disposition, receive the sacrament less often. In a Presbyterian church in which I worshipped in Orkney last summer, the Lord's Supper, as they called it, was celebrated quarterly, with great awe and reverence, and weeks of preparation. As in so many other respects, the Church of England encompasses all shades of opinion. No particular practice is right or wrong. In many parts of the world, and increasingly in this country, where there is a shortage of priests, Holy Communion is only available at intervals. It is a fact of church history, and a deeply tragic one, that this central act of worship and devotion has become a source of conflict and division, when the bread and wine should convey to every Christian the life of Jesus himself. Frequent or infrequent as it may be, the proper approach to communion should be one of reverence and expectation. Moses set a very good example. Do you remember how he was told to remove his shoes when he stood within the presence of God on holy ground and experienced the sight of the burning bush? Likewise, a prayer we should offer when we stand or kneel in the presence of God is, "Lord, have mercy." In these unusual and seemingly unnatural circumstances which have been caused by the COVID-19 virus, it's a real comfort that we are again able to attend physically and to receive the Holy Communion in our churches. Perhaps these weeks and months, when we have been deprived of that opportunity, may have led us to think about what we've been missing and to give thanks to God for such a precious gift. Jesus described himself as the bread of life, and life is exactly what he gives us in Holy Communion, and with it the love and fellowship which should always characterize the Christian family at its very best.